Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr. My name is Wilfred. So in this video, I'm just going to casually play this game a little bit to demonstrate what happened after you've completed the story, which I'll presume you hit around 7-ish, level 7-ish, and what's after that to play all the way to level 100. And also I'm going to play a little bit of the ancient items, whereby you have to unlock the property through somehow quest as well. It's very unique to this game. I don't really see a lot in other games as well. And also, of course, this is a season journey. Every week there's a weekly glory kind of like objective, whereby you have to accumulate 2,500 glory, and it's quite easy if you just play the game from time to time and look at that. Weekly glory is 4,000 over 2,500, which I can't exceeded that. I don't replay that much during the week, just about 1 or 2 void crusade and a little bit of mission here and there, but that's about it. I've got a nice loot, I hope. Let's see what it is. Let's claim the reward. So I have like the signum, as well as the frag granite, and also 1 tarot card as well. Tarot card, I need a lot of tarot card, by the way. I make some mistake in this season, but what it looks like would be this guy here, which is not exactly something I could use because it's kind of like a lower than my the quality wise if you compare to what I have. So for those who are not familiar with the Warhammer 40,000 kind of design, 40,000 design, the relics is more like a legendary in Diablo, I guess. And then after that, you have something called the the archaeotech, which is like a 1 grade above the relic. And then you have ancient as well, whereby whether ancient is really better than archaeotech is something that is up for debate. Some actually like the archaeotech because you could reroll the affixes that you want, or the base that you want, while ancient item you can't really do much about it. It is what it is. So it's a debate that I'll have to see beyond my end game, I guess. Then I can report in and tell you a little bit more. Now, from the last video till now, I've done up quite a few upgrades. So one of the upgrades I've got is to have another kind of like a psalm. They call it psalm disciplines, or something like that, which more or less like in the Diablo days is like a rune word, I guess. If you play the old Diablo or Marvel Heroes, is to combine certain kind of like a runes and then becomes like a more powerful thing. So all these things that you see, 15% against blinded, whatever, 50 plus 50 shield charge, and all these things are like the psalm code, very much like a rune in Diablo, or back in the Marvel Heroes, a rune word. And then if you combine these 4 together, you will see the one below, 100% damage bonus to all 2-hand melee weapon skill, which is what I'm using. A great sword, so it's fantastic. So I've got one of this like rune word, or they call it some discipline, or yeah, and you have the other one here as well, which I've got plus 125% physical damage bonus. The psalm code looks something like this one here. So this is a psalm code, so you can combine the psalm code become like psalm doctrine, sorry, not discipline, doctrines. So the so another thing to note is that you can't really stack the psalm code onto the same item because you only get the benefit once. But I presume you could put the same psalm code on different items, because like, for example, in order to create the plus 125 physical damage bonus, you need to have the plus 1% shield drain, which is, I think, some of these may have over kind of like a overlap, like the damage against the blinded and hallucinating enemies, same as this one. But I presume it stacks if it is different item, same item it doesn't. Now, what do I want to do here is that I've got some, like, I've got a item here that one is one is blindness, the other butchering, and I could actually try to see whether this one here is worth compared to this one here. Or actually, there's another one here as well. I've got. Do I have another one? No, I don't. So basically, I need to see whether I should have an upgrade. Now, since you already have the empty socket, so what I could do is I can move all this socket across and see whether it is still better or not. But in order to do that, and just to keep me kind of sane and not to go crazy about all these things is that let me just put all this SIM code into the inventory so that I don't kind of get confused with all these things that we have the SIM code here. And then you'll see in just a bit why I do what I'm doing. So first of all, I need to remove the socket from these guys here. You know, if you play like Diablo 3, you go to the damn car person to unsocket it. Same as this game. You go to Omicron to these guys go Omicron, by the way, to remove the socket. So I'm going to do that and compare the item and see whether it's worthwhile to do an upgrade on this one. I suspect it may not be better than the one I have, but I just have to take a look at what it means here. I need to execute the enemy and deal damage and so on. So now let me just unsocket my items, and you can see what I'm talking about here is to forging here, socketing. So I go to my current gear, I go to here, and I can unsocket all these things 1, 2, 3, 4. Now then I compare whether it is still the same or not. It's actually not better than the one I have. And that prompted me thinking maybe it's not really that worthwhile to do an upgrade, because it's already quite obvious that it's minus 51 quality, because I think it can't know what to compare. But anyway, I'll just go through a motion to show you guys what is the butchering is. I suspect it's something to do with the Berserker token. I don't know, just a wild guess. By the way, all this kind of nice gear you see here, plus the one that I just chucked into the stash, was it came from a Void Crusade. I did a Void Crusade. It was quite fun. I did it like I spent about two hour plus to do it, because I want to just explore all the chests and do a lot of destroy a lot of champion to get good loot. But yeah, you don't have to spend that much money. But I've got the whole set of things, and I don't know whether anything I can use. There's also something called the Holy weapon as well, and it is something because according to my morality, I'm a Puritan. Being a Puritan has certain kind of perk to it. One of them is the Holy Item Enchantment, which is what you see in my inventory here, which is like the Holy Weapon. Again, it's probably not better than the one I have, but it does sometimes give you a little bit of interesting property. Like for example, if you take a look at the one that I've got here in my inventory, I believe there's something here that I've got here. You can actually convert all the damage to hit type and give you a 31% chance to burn on hit. So maybe I could have this hammer coupled with the range item that's using hit as well. So hammer usually is a physical damage, so you can convert all fist into hit, and then that could be something to do as well. Not quite sure. Now, so without further ado, what I'll do is that I'll just socket this guy, okay, based on what I've got in my inventory, which is you can see that all these things here are just like simple property. And then once you manage to add all 4 of them, magically it becomes like a SAM. They call it, I can't remember what is it called again. Yeah, whatever. So it becomes a SAM doctrine. So it's SAM doctrine. So with all these things, then I'll have the plus 100% damage. Come to think of it, things like kind of like a poison enemy. Right now, I don't really use this guy. This is basically a waste of my socket. But I'm having this because I want to get the plus 100% damage bonus. That's about it. All right. Now I could use the I could do a Ordos mission. Because that's one of the end game. The couple of things you can do here. You could do a Ordo mission for 3 missions, and after then you can have like a increase the reputation of the vendor, so that gives you some perk and so on. Another thing you could do, of course, is my favorite, which is Void Crusade. Void Crusade is something that with 5 shots of each one of them, you can open up like a map to play a little bit. So that's really cool. If you have all the DLC, by the way, you could actually ask for this priority kind of like items. The assignment here to do a series of like a DLC mission. I haven't really done it yet. I've done one of them for the season journey, but yeah. Another one you could do, of course, is to is to look into the mission deployment, whereby you can take a look at what you like to take down. For example, some of these things here. It depends on how confident you are. Now, since I'm using a weapon whereby I don't have any. Oops, what? Oh man, I think I make a mistake here. My apologies. I need to actually do a socket on my existing weapon, and after that unsocket the rest of it. And let's just bear with me. Then it's actually quite fast, just that I'm taking a long time. So this one is the one that I should socket in. You can socket shards as well. You don't have to put a SAM code like this kind of shard if you want to. In weapon, it give me crit chance 4%. So I could actually add another socket here if I want to. Then you can put some shards there. Quite interesting kind of mechanism. So I'm going to use this brand new weapon here in place of the one that I've got. But I better save the one I've got first, because sometimes I do stupid mistake and destroy the item unintentionally, and that will spell disaster. So let me just put this guy here first. Now I will do one mission, and some mission are more fun than the other. I don't know. I like this type. I think this is quite kind of fun kind of thing. I could also like increase the difficulties. I like collect SAM code. I don't know why. It's just one of those like funny things I do. Then I like to also have a chance to get tarot card, and of course all these things add a little bit of like difficulties to hazard to what I do. I also like to obtain higher kind of items, so +1 champion enemy. So yeah, I could go ahead, but this could be quite rough. I don't know, because the fact that I don't have the property unlocked, I have to execute enemies. And I don't know how efficient I am in executing enemy. If I don't find it I'm efficient in doing that, because sometimes it does take a bit of like a luck to see some big enemy to execute. But if I don't execute anything kind of like within a long time, I probably don't want to bother doing that. Now this is kind of fun. It's like capture the flag, right? So these are the capture the flag, and this is like a special ability. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this give me the fifth one. The fifth one is to call the airstrike. I can only use it one time. So now let's see. All right, cool. I've got a whole bunch of people here, so I just like. I actually don't need to do all these things. I can just like keep like spinning on the other side first. Okay, there's a whole bunch of item here. Ooh, there's like these are big guys, man. Usually I'm more powerful than this. It's just unfortunate that I'm not with the. I don't have the things unlocked. So. Well, how do I get to... Okay, let me just take away this map here. Yeah, there's a lot of like So I capture this guy, which is cool. I should have called in the reinforcement as well. Where is the other guy, which is this one here? Let me call in my turret and let me do some single target kind of attack, and before I spin my way to winning here. Right, cool. So I've got the wow. Let me just get rid of these guys here first. I don't have to. It's just too many of them. I just want to get rid of these guys here. Then the next one comes in just a bit. Now these are capture a flag, so this enemy will come down sorry, my ally will come in and help me. So let me just take this guy here, take the long road, and don't know where there's a connection or not. I hope there's a connection somewhere. Alright, cool. There's a big guy here. Let's call in the airstrike. Alright, cool, man. With the airstrike, things go a little bit faster.
Overran and butchered without mercy. A just end to the fire. The strong point is ours.
Alright, we've got the strong point. Let me just get rid of some of these guys so that you can. I think they can come down, and I mean my people can come and help me clear things. Okay, on to the next target, which is the one here. So far seems alright. Oh, there's a villain here. This week is a week of the villain. I love this game, man. I mean, every week there's some kind of like difference to it, and it keep me excited, I would say. Something to do differently. Alright, cool. I've taken down the villain, and I think nothing is going to stop us now. Nothing is going to stop us now. We are going to head to another strong point. Alright, cool. Yeah, take it like a man, guardsman. So I'm just going to call in the airstrike. Oh wow, take down this kind of turret first. It kind of hit like really badly. So that's done. That's done. There's a chest there as well. Wow, that's pretty hectic. So we've got the strong point, and let me take this arc strike as well. Oh man, there's a lot of things going in on my head. The white one. Let me just. By the way, sometimes you see like a shield here because I've got ability that I got shield drain, as well as when I on kill I've got a shield as well. Now the last bit is going to be on the other side. Let me get there's a shrine there, like the blue kind of like a spaceship rocket kind of like sign to it. So that is actually a shrine. Sometimes I don't really get what the shrine does. It's only 1 minute of like awesomeness. But I guess sometimes it's good to get some of these shrines as well. There's tech shine, and with that I have a damage bonus 100%. So I shouldn't waste it. I should do my best to like just head into the target. Oh wow, there is like yep, 100%. Let me call in a airstrike. Alright, so these are all the airstrike, and I think we are doing pretty well in terms of this mission itself. Yeah, you see the blue thing here on my thing here, on my UI. That is the that is basically my shield, by the way. And once I take down all these targets here, I will be able to. Yeah, that is a mission success. It's an awesomeness to it. So now, what it means to me though, let me just take a look at this. I thought I saw something in the map just now, never mind. Now what it means to me is I see what kind of like unlock I've got. Maybe I haven't really got anything in execution. Maybe that great sword is for execution kind of build, which I don't have. Maybe that is one of the reasons. So let's see. If you take it at this guy here, is +4 warfare, which is probably like what is warfare is one of the attribute. You can either warfare, toughness, or virtue. So it's just +4 warfare, and while the other 3 is go by execute. Now I don't really execute that much, and I suspect that this butchering kind of sword is to do with execution, which is not something I'm being spec for. There's something called. Just want to let you guys know what's the background behind it. So if you look at the passive of the of my Crusader, there's something called the execution, I believe. So that is something that I guess you have to kind of spec for it, which I don't really spec for it. So I think all in all, well, while it was fun to experiment, this is not really my weapon, I guess. So too bad. My last Void Crusade has 0 kind of like a gear upgrade. But I think such is life of ARPG, I guess. You play the game, not necessarily have the kind of upgrade that you're looking for, and you just keep kind of like playing until you get something that you kind of give you a kind of upgrade. So yeah, I think what I'll do in my probably next video is do a little bit more of the Void Crusade, because that is more of like an end game kind of thing. So in order to play any of this guy, you have to do like if I play like Accrued Void Crusade, I have to do 24 missions until I get to the end one, and if I fail in my end one, or basically the whole thing game over, I lose like couple hours of my life to try to get something. But such again is a life. By the way, you see all this banner here is part of the cosmetic that I've got to exchange with the work that I've got. Yeah, I don't know what I've clicked. This is basically the space traveling if I want to. All right, thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon, and have fun. See you next time. Goodbye.